Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Arsenal have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off with style.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Havertz. Good ball, good take. Van Dijk with the clearance. And here's Saka. Now it's Rice. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, they could break here. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Havertz. Distributed tidily. And it's been played through. He's got away. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Tabani. Well, that looks a decent ball. No luck with that dink over the top. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Odegaard. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Saka. And it's Rice. Kane tries to play it through. That is good alertness. Now it's Saka. Lovely ball in and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And this is Messi. Oh, goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And again. And the ball's come loose here.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Trossard. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba getting this one clear. Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Camavinga. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Rice receives it in a good position here. Alexander-Arnold. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Saka, who's set up one goal so far, and he's worked it through. He's found a way through, shoots! Ødegaard. And it's Kane. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now that's well seen too. That's a good ball out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Oh, he's a great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he stop it going out? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And a chance! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Camavinga, done delicately. And that has been cleared. And here's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. Eze. Mbappe is onto this. Now it's Havertz. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. That's an imaginative pass. Cleared away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
So off we go again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Havertz.
No, no way through there.
Saka providing an outlet on that flank.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Trossard. Son Heung-min. Mbappe. Great ball. Mbappe! And it's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 4, Kylian Mbappe.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Odegaard, spread to the right. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Surely he... and the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Trossard really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Now it's Saka. And that's been one straight back. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
So we've reached the hour mark. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Odegaard. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Havertz. That has been slung wide. And here's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. He's shifting through the gears here. Eze. Saka. Alexander-Arnold simply refused to be outdone there. Saka. And it's Rice. Nicely aimed pass. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eze. Havertz does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's a goal kick. Saliba and Gabriel. Eze, and it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe, and this is Messi. Now it's some decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And he's running through. Timber. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Gabriel. Ødegaard. To Havertz. That's destined for the flank. Ball's gone out of play. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, why complicate matters, Peter? You need a goal as quickly as possible, and it could very well work with him in the lineup.
Coming on the field is...
And that's another throw.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Foot in. Some good work on the right flank here.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played into space. Timber. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. And that's a throw-in.
Manchester United
Really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That is ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. Saliba. Manchester United, moments now away from seeing this one out. Great vision.
There will be 3 minutes.
Could be danger here. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Fernandes kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be.